Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing fine. Today I'm going to be sharing some fun facts with you guys before we get into what I've been watching and listening into this week. I found a few of these interesting, fascinating, educative, so I thought to share with you guys. So let's get into the order of the day. Did you know that cows produce more milk when they listen to music? I just want you to digest that information for a minute. Cows produce more milk when they listen to music. This is a sign for you to listen to music. Go and listen to music. I always used to tell you guys, go and listen to music. It's really, music will help you in ways that you don't understand. Even cows feel the power of music. Studies have shown that cows produce more milk when they listen to relaxing music such as slow jam or classical jams, and I must say cows have the greatest music. Did you also know that bees can detect bombs, like actual bombs? You heard me right, bees can detect bombs. Bees have an exceptional sense of smell, and researchers have trained them to associate the scent of explosives with food, making them useful for bomb detection. I don't know how that works with food and explosive, but it works clearly for the bees. So yeah, bees can detect bombs. Who knew such a thing? If you knew, please let me know in the comment section. And if you don't, join me in the club of learning something new today. I found this one really fascinating. Did you know that the founder of Pringles can that you eat, was buried in one? The inventor of Pringles can had part of his ashes buried in one of the iconic cans as per his request. I don't know, I just found this fascinating, but it makes sense saying that it's the ashes that is going to. Anyways, that's his wishes. And also, this is also something I found fascinating. Did you know that the term couture is legally protected in France? So, in as much as you see so many fashion houses refer to themselves as couture, it actually doesn't work that way in France or Paris, because for you to be able to use the name couture, only fashion houses that meet specific criteria can use the term couture. Did you also know that the red heels of Christian Louboutin heels was inspired by an employee's nail polish? I am one who is such a huge fan of red nails, and I can see why it worked that way. You know, red nails, especially spicy red color, is just such a beautiful color. So I can see why he would see such a color and come up with such an idea. Red is just such a spicy and a lovely color. Louboutin noticed an assistant painting her nails red and decided to apply the color to his shoes, and that is how we have red bottoms today. Did you also know that the color mauve was accidentally discovered by a chemist? William Henry Perkin created the first synthetic dye while attempting to synthesize quinine for malaria treatment. That was how we came about the color mauve. Also, this one in particular I found really fascinating. Did you know that the term runaway in fashion comes from the aviation ministry? I found that so fascinating that it's actually something I should have asked myself the question, why do we call it a runway? But I just felt it's because models walk, they don't run. Anyways, when I found this fun fact, I was like, that's actually a fascinating fun fact, and that's a question that we should have asked earlier on that we're not asking. So if you're in the same boat as me, just finding out now, then let's keep finding fun facts and educate ourselves better. Early fashion shows were held at airports using actual runways as catwalk. The models would catwalk on the runways at the airport, and that was how the term fashion runway came about. Also, did you know that the bikini was named after a nuclear testing site? Fascinating, isn't it? Designer Louis Red named his scandalous swimwear after Bikini Atoll, where atomic bomb tests were conducted. And then lastly, for our fun fact should be, did you know that the buttons on men's shirts is on a different side from the women's shirts? That I never knew, and I don't know if it's still functioning today. I haven't been able to check it. So if you know this or you can check it, please let me know in the comment section. And it is said that it happens like that because back in the days, women from wealthy backgrounds normally have maids dress them, so the maids button them, so which makes it on the right side, whereas the men dress themselves by themselves, so their button is on the left side, like opposite direction. Please let me know in the comment section because I haven't been able to prove this for a fact. I just find that so fascinating because if I can recall well, right from time, I feel men have always had money and should have need. I don't know, but just let me know in the comment section if this is actually a fact and if it's still done till today. Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, let's move on to what I've been watching this week. The first on my list would be King Arthur, The Legend of the Sword. It's a 2017 movie, but it is really interesting. You should definitely give it a watch. This movie had such a great sense of humor. There were jokes and it came at the right time, right pacing. Like everything was just really nice. It was acted out so well and it's also a great storyline. You can find it on Netflix. I don't know if it's on other streaming platforms, but I was able to watch it on Netflix. So just give it a watch either on Netflix or any streaming platform. It is interesting. And then the next also from Netflix would be The Perfect Guy, and this would be a 2015 movie as well. But guys, listen to me, this movie is a movie. Like, it is so good. The storyline even in 2024 is it was really thought out. You know, you never get to predict the end, what you think or what you feel will happen in the end, or what you would have done in that situation for a high number of people. Of course, some people will tend to think like her and will obviously maybe do what she did. That's normal, but I feel a high percentage of people would not think or decide to go about things that way. So just give it a watch. It involves a lady who was in a relationship and she wanted children, but he didn't want children. So because of that, she got angry one night and broke up with him. And during their breakup, she found a stranger who happened to come into her life under suspicious circumstances, or I would say to me, because right from the beginning there were certain red flags that she didn't pick up on, and that was what made it even turn out to be the way it's turned out to be, you know. So yeah, just give it a watch so I don't spoil it for you guys, but it is really an amazing watch. And if you've watched it before, let me know your thoughts in the comment section and help me encourage others to watch it as well. And then the next would be Twisters. This, I found it on a streaming platform. I don't know if it's on Netflix, because I know that Netflix across different countries tend to have different types of movies. So if you can't find it on your own Netflix, depending on where you stay or where you're based, maybe you should check other streaming platforms. I'm sure you'll be able to find it there. But this has to do with tornado. A group of scientists are trying to catch the tornado, something of that nature. I'm sorry, I won't be able to finish it. I've been struggling to finish it, but it's interesting. Don't get me wrong, it's interesting. And they are trying to catch the tornado, as I said. And one of the first things you will see is they trying to catch the tornado as teenagers, and they ended up losing 3 people that day because the tornado actually took the 3 people with them and they never found their bodies. And from there it's just action. So yeah, I really want to see how they ended up, if they succeeded, and if they did, what they were trying to do, or what it is they're trying to tell. So yeah, you should definitely give it a watch. It is interesting as well. But for this, I don't know if you can find it on Netflix, but you should be able to find it on any streaming platforms. Then what have I been listening to this week? Like I said, and I'll say again, I feel me sitting and saying, oh, I've been listening to this and this and this, it takes time, but you guys might not find it interesting. So I came up with a playlist for you guys where I get to share what I've been listening to within the week, and you guys get to listen to it if you happen to share the same taste I have in music. So you should definitely check it out. It's on my page. You can find it. I titled it as my playlist. For my playlist, this is just Nigerian music, only Nigerian songs there. And then for my playlist too, you can find any other song that is not Nigerian. So just go ahead, enjoy yourself, have a good time. And I would say for some of what I've been listening to this week that stood out to me would be Favorite Girl by Dako featuring Rema. That was already a lovely jam, but having Rema on it, it just took it to a whole another level. Like Rema really, really delivered on the song. Like he's such a versatile artist, and it's just a lovely jam. If you haven't listened to it, you should give it a listen. If you're not going to be judgmental, I feel you'll be able to enjoy it. And then we have Phenomena by Benson Boudreaux. You should give it a listen. It's a cool jam, lovely jam. Give it a listen. And then the next would be Die With A Smile by Lady Gaga featuring Bruno Mars. This is a song that I really, really, really love. I enjoyed the video. The performance video is really nice, and having to listen to Lady Gaga's project after so many years is refreshing. And while watching the video, I just couldn't help but see her as Patricia from House of Gucci. She really, really played that character. She embodied that character so well. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to. And of course, I've been listening to Longo Boy. I told you guys that I feel I need 1 month to fully digest it. That's the only thing I've been listening to, if I'm going to be honest. Aside these songs I mentioned, that is the only thing I've been listening to back to back. And yes, I would say mood and mentally, as I said last week, they are definitely up there, like so up there. And yeah, it's just a beautiful album. You should give it a listen. There are just so many lessons and inspirations to draw from that album that he's just good. It's just a work of art that you would love, you will enjoy if you're open to it and you're listening to it without any form of judgment. So yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you for joining me once more. Please don't forget to like this video. If you haven't, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.